So guys, in today's video I will be opening this package that I received from a subscriber, and in there I have a whole bunch of different samples that were sent for me to smell, and I'm excited to share with you my first impressions on these fragrances, so please keep on watching to find out all my thoughts. But also make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're here for the first time, and if you like these videos in which I smell fragrances with you for the first time and share with you my first impressions on them, then please give it thumbs up so I will do more for you in the future. And with that being said, let's get started and dive into it. I'm very excited. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another live unboxing that I'm actually filming on my IGTV. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, make sure to do so. All the helpful links you'll find down below in the description box, as well as links to some amazing online perfume shops and discounts, so you can save some money while smelling my favorite fragrances. And today we are gonna smell some favorite perfumes from my subscriber who kindly sent me some samples. Ooh! So I haven't opened it yet. I'm very excited to smell everything with you for the first time together. I have 5 samples here. Amazing! And I really love this bag because then I can store some fragrances in there. So I only know that there should be fragrance Superstitious, right? It's from Frederic Malle. It's quite an expensive brand. I have no perfumes from it, but I'm actually very excited to smell this one. So I will be spraying everything on my skin, and I'm getting started with this one. It's very strong. I can tell that by the notes. Oh my goodness! I love these notes! Happy sniffing with love, Daphne. Oh, that's amazing! So, Superstitious comes as the first one, and she was actually so kind to put all the notes, but I wanna smell it without really knowing what's in there, so I can tell you what stands out to me in the first place, and then we'll check out the notes. So, here it comes. Incensey rose. Not very smoky, a lot of patchouli. I like that, because I like patchouli. I like when patchouli is a bit dirty. In here it's rosy. It's delicious actually. It smells very niche, smells very expensive. Oh yes, it's like one of those fragrances you wanna wear out, because I have a feeling it will have amazing projection. I never worn it, but it seems like one of those fragrances that will grow with time on the skin, if you know what I'm talking about. So let's check the notes. Top, rose and jasmine. Oh yes, that's what I smell for sure. Rose in there is noticeable, but it's like patchouli and a little bit powdery peachy rose. There is amber and vetiver and aldehydes in there. And according to Fragrantica, there's also peach, incense and patchouli. Yes, I smell actually all the notes that are listed in here. Maybe not much of jasmine, so it's not a jasmine fragrance. Maybe jasmine just accompanies the rose, you know. But yeah, it's gorgeous, not too loud, not too strong, not too incensey patchouli rose. Also not too aldehydic, in my personal opinion. So that was Superstitious by Frederic Malle. So with that being said, let's move on to the next fragrance, for which I'm very excited. It is called Thubsucker, right? What's the name of it? Yes, Thubsucker by the brand Skogan, that I actually noticed yesterday and got so interested in this fragrance. So literally, I don't know how it works in the universe, but I wanted to blind buy it, and I'm so excited that Daphne sent it to me. Like literally, I had no idea even about this fragrance until yesterday, and I saw it on the Aquation Natural website, where I also have a discount, and there are many amazing niche and indie brands. It smells like honey with cherry, right? Like beeswax or something. Oh my god, I love it! I want to cover myself into it. Okay, this is like a full bottle worthy. And it's very powdery too. I love it! Like literally love it first sniff. Amazing, sweetish, powdery violet with a little bit of cherry, like honey cherry. So, notes are honey, narcissus, violet, cherry, bitter almond, beeswax, cedar, and styrex. And I can tell you, I smell the bitter almond, probably that's why it's so powdery. I smell a hint of violet. It also has this powdery floral sea, a hint of cherry too, which is so exciting, and a lot of honey and beeswax. There is like a sour, a sweet, a powdery element. It's totally fragrance in my style. I find it smells so juicy and bright and fun. I love it! Thank you so much for sending it to me. Now I know that it's a safe blind buy, although it's not a blind buy anymore for me. But anyway, it's an amazing fragrance. I'm very, very excited maybe to get it in a full-size bottle because it looks absolutely amazing, and I can actually get it with a discount. So in case you're interested in it, check out the description box. There you'll find all the links. And we will move on to the next fragrance that is called Flora and Fauna. I really like that name, and I will apply it right here. Ooh, this one is dirty sweet, like dirty fruit or something. Very exciting too. Like, I like the opening of all these fragrances because, ooh, it's interesting. It's definitely a dirty kind of fragrance. So the notes are bergamot, amber, labdanum, leather, dry apricot, oak moss, and patchouli. And I can smell the dry apricot right away. And yes, it's dry, it's dusty. That oak moss with the leather, they really create this sort of a dirty feeling. Not sure if I would wear it and buy it in a full size, because it seems like a lovely fragrance but not for the everyday wear. So with that being said, I cannot really tell you that it's my cup of tea, but it's lovely because of that dry fruit element. It actually reminds me of 4160 Tuesdays fragrances, because Sarah McCartney also has a couple of perfumes with the dry apricot note. So yeah, we'll see how it develops. Obviously I will update you about how the fragrances change, but with that being said, I think it's time to actually move on to the next fragrance that is called Rien Intense, and it is from the Aldo. So I don't have much experience with fragrances from this brand. Let me know what are your favorites, because there are so many popular and interesting avant-garde fragrances in their line. Ooh, this smells like civet. It smells very incensey, animalic. This is an animalic fragrance right away. Wow, it smells a little bit like dirt, a little bit like poo, probably because of civet or leather. I'm not sure actually. Let's check out the notes, because I like first impressions because I'm not really prepared. So the notes are incense, aldehydes, oak moss, styrex, leather, iris, patchouli, amber, black pepper, labdanum, cumin, and rose. And I think maybe cumin with leather act like civet or something animalic, poo-like on me, because technically there is no civet in there. But since I love animalic fragrances, I don't mind it, although I don't think that it's a fragrance for everyone, although it's definitely something creative. And if you like dirtier, smokier fragrances, you might actually enjoy it. And we are moving on to the final fragrance from Defna, which is Love Toxin from the brand Collage, and the perfumer behind it is Miguel Matos, and I seem to enjoy his fragrances. So you know what I'll do? I will spray it right on my hair, right in the middle here. Wow, it smells very fruity and powdery and sour. Very interesting and strange. Look at the color of this juice. Do you see how dark it is? Oh my god, it's just like a compote or something. Woo! This one is fun. Oh my god, how many notes do we have in here? Bergamot, plum, strawberry, rose, coconut, coriander. I should have sprayed it somewhere where I can smell it. Okay, let's do it right here. Thanks God I'm wearing a red top, so if it leaves a stain, then it won't be that visible. It's so strange. Like, yes, I smell the strawberry for sure, and because of plum it smells slightly sour. This is an odd fragrance. wow, I don't think that I've ever smelled a fragrance like it. It smells like compote. It smells like fruity jam or something, but in a strange way. Okay, so there's also tuberose, cumin. Oh, we have two fragrances with cumin. Apparently Daphne likes note of cumin if you have a few perfumes in your collection with it. Then heliotrope. Oh, I love heliotrope because it's powdery. Iris, gardenia, jasmine, rose, and then there is peach, castoreum, opoponax, hay, leather, vanilla, oak musk, and musk. So according to the notes, it's the most complex fragrance, and I will tell you, it's a little bit heavy or something. Like, it's not an easygoing, bubbly, fruity, fun perfume. It has these animalic notes which make it sexy, a lot of pretty intense flowers like jasmine, like gardenia, iris, you know. So yes, it's definitely something exciting. I need to wear a bit longer to tell you how I really feel about it, but in the opening it's something intriguing, although I can say a bit challenging too. So I think with that, those were my first impressions, and I will get back to you in a couple of hours and tell you how the fragrances developed. Maybe they changed in the dry down, because I find it's more accurate to actually update you on how fragrances wear, because first impressions are fun, but we all know that top notes disappear within a couple of minutes and hours, and then fragrances can really change. So yeah, we'll see each other in a minute. And so I'm back, guys, after a couple of hours wearing these fragrances. I'm ready to share with you my final thoughts on them. So let's get started with the first one we've tried, which was Superstitious by Frederic Malle, and I gotta be honest with you, I expected it to be louder. I thought it's gonna be very powerful and over the top, but instead it turned out to be this wearable, very niche smelling rose fragrance with clean aldehydes, with a hint of incense and beautiful patchouli that smells a little bit powdery and fruity because of peach. So I think it's a lovely fragrance even for everyday basis if you are feeling a bit more extra. And on that note, let's talk about the strongest one out of all we've smelled today, which is this Rien Intense from DRYDOWN. And I wish I smelled more fragrances from this brand because they all seem so interesting. And although in the opening of this fragrance I was really overwhelmed by the intensity of this incense, which was earthy and churchy and very peppery, now I smell clean aldehydes, which I really like. So it's one of those fragrances you need to wear and let develop, because it is lovelier in the dry down than in the opening. And on that topic I've already created an entire video of top 10 fragrances that I like more in the dry down than in the opening, so make sure to check it out in case you missed it. But yeah, I like it. I find it has something similar with amazing perfume Picava Dama from Xergia that I'm dreaming about, maybe because of that incensey aldehydic element. So yeah, very good perfume, very strong. I think it will last for a long time. So I'm a fan of that one, although in the opening it seems like too much, but anyway, in the dry down it's great. Next one we've smelled was Flora Fauna with this dry apricot and oak musk, a bit of dirty twist, and it's not my favorite, although I don't mind it. It's all right, it's lovely. If I was given the bottle of it, I would wear it, but it's not something I would wanna buy myself. Unlike the next perfume, which is Thubsucker, and I love the notes. I love how it smells. It smells if you had a jar full of honey with cherries inside and a layer of almond powder on top. Delicious, amazing, I totally love it, and it's such a coincidence that Daphne sent it to me because just yesterday I found it in the Equation Natural web shop. So in case you want a very cool smelling fragrance in an amazing bottle, check out their website. I have a code for you with which you can save some money. But with that being said, let's move on to the strangest fragrance I've smelled today, which is Love Toxin. And in the opening it's very hard to realize what it is about and just to understand it. Now I can tell you it's a fruity fragrance in which strawberry plays the main role. It is quite powdery, it is coconutty, slightly sweet. I like very delicate hay and animalic-like base, and I find it's a fun fragrance, definitely, for those who are expecting more from a fruity fragrance than what you can find in the shops these days. And with that being said, that completes this video, in which I shared with you my first impressions on these kindly sent to me fragrances by my dear subscriber, and I would like to know if you got interested in any of them, and if you have any experience with some of these, then feel free to share down below. I would be looking forward to your feedback, and if you had fun today, then please give this video a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe to my channel. Feel free to follow me on my social media for those behind the scenes, and if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. By the way, if you want to support me, feel free to donate on Buy Me Coffee website. That really helps my channel to grow, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other in the next one really soon. Bye guys!